All right, the Raptors getting set to start the unofficial second half of their season on Friday.
Very unofficial.
It's super unofficial.
Two-thirds way through the year.
Right. But we're gonna call it what it is for title's sake right now. All right. The first half ended with a loss for the first time in 16 games. It's all good. 15 straight wins before that. We're going to answer some questions, fill in some blanks ahead of the second half to get a gauge of where we each are on this team. You ready?
I am.
All right, producer. First question.
The Raptors MVP for the rest of the season will be blank.
Oh, you want to start with me?
Oh, go, please. Yes.
Well, he said MVP, right? He
Yeah.
gave us the acronym.
Yeah.
So the most valuable person in the Toronto Raptors organization is going to be Alex McKechnie. Because it's all about...
Same. Let's go.
Oh, you thought we were going with players.
No.
Listen, this is all about health. This is all about load management. Name me another team who has their top 6 guys, all who have missed 10 plus games. The Toronto Raptors, the only one, but yet they have a winning record when all those guys are out. Alex is getting guys back healthy. Hopefully they stay healthy.
Wow, that's so funny because I literally wrote Alex McKechnie. I wrote a slash because I thought maybe Donnovan, he likes to go off the board. I'm also going to go Nick Nurse.
Okay.
I'm also going to go Nick Nurse. And most valuable person. We should just reiterate right now. My guy was playing hardcore defense in an all-star game, or at least having his players do that. Look, 2-6 in the East is wild, and we'll talk about that. You got to scheme differently for each team, and I think the coach the Raptors have, Nick Nurse, is capable of doing that. It's going to take a lot out of his players. They seem to have bought in. Nick Nurse is the wild card. He's a really, really good coach that I still don't think gets enough respect. He's going to prove that for the rest of the season and beyond.
It's a great point. Highest winning percentage in his career, short career, but
Ever.
ever.
I know it's 1+ season.
But people were talking about, John Beeline is going to change the Cavs. Yeah, guess what? He's no longer the Cavs coach already. They've had 6 coaches in the last 7 years. They've gone to a title 4 of those years. Nick Nurse needs more respect on his name.
All right, next question, Tom.
The Raptors' biggest bench threat is blank.
You can't say Alex McKechnie again. All right, you can't. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
start.
he does sit
I
on the
know
bench
he's there.
in that second row.
I'm going to start this one off, and I know he's technically starting right now because of Marc Gasol, but Serge Ibaka's emergent. Are we all there? Are we here today?
Great minds.
We're never on the
Think
same page.
alike.
Okay, you got to think of someone different then.
Okay.
But I'm going to say Serge right now because there's an element to his game that we haven't seen before, right? There's a confidence to his game we haven't seen before, and maybe that's from starting a bunch and realizing, oh damn, I'm actually pretty good beyond just the art and scarf and Mafuzi Chef thing right now. No, he's going to be valuable both defensively and offensively in the playoffs. And the lineups with him and Marc Gasol when healthy, they're pretty effective as well. And that's because Serge can stretch out, expand the floor a little bit on both ends. He's been really, really good this season.
I mean, I love the answer because it was mine. Find me another guy who in his 30s is having a career year across the board. Jordan, LeBron, Steve Nash, and that's pretty much it. Those are the people who do that. I love the Serge answer. I'm actually going to go with a guy who's having a career year at the beginning of his career, and that's TD.
TD too.
It's his first year, so obviously he's having a career. But what I love about him is it weekly, bi-weekly? He puts up a game where, it's a new career high.
Yeah.
It's a new career high.
Yeah.
He is getting better so quickly. By the time the playoffs come, which is just around the corner, I think he's going to be a big part of this team.
All right, Tom, next.
The Raptors will finish blank in the East.
So we stood here, you and I,
Yes.
September.
Yeah.
Talking about, where the Raptors rank. Now, you had them a little lower than I did. I said they are the second best team in the East. Definitively said that. There's tape. We probably can't find it, but there is tape. Mind you, I said Philly was the best team in the East. We're not here to talk about what was wrong. We're here to talk about what was right. I believe very confidently the Raptors are still the second best team in the Eastern Conference. Again, they haven't been healthy. You made that point. I wonder if they were healthy all season, if they'd be challenging Milwaukee for first in the East right now. So my assumption is they'll get back to full health. There are some tough stretch of games for the Raptors to end the season, especially late March, early April. Check that schedule. It is incredibly, incredibly difficult, but a healthy Raptors team, I think, can sustain it and maintain the gap that they have over Boston right now.
So he had the correct answer, even though if we looked at him showing his work, he got there incorrectly, but he has the correct answer. I did not. I thought the Raptors were going to finish 3rd and 4th, which is not disrespect. Relax.
It's really not.
In the comments.
It's really
Just
not.
relax.
It's
all
really
right?
not.
I'm going to rectify that situation with a second opportunity of this open book test. I'm going to say they are going to finish 2nd. I do not think, even if they're healthy, they're going to be able to catch Milwaukee because Milwaukee, from a net rating perspective,
they're so good,
is playing better than the 72-win Bulls and the 73 Warriors. Now, they're not going to have more wins than those teams, but they've been playing lights out. Even when Giannis has been hurt, they've still won.
Look at this schedule stretch from March 18th on, all right? So Philadelphia, Boston, Denver, Lakers, 4 games in a row against those 4 teams. You got New York in the middle to mix it up. Memphis back-to-back, which is extremely difficult because they play hard. Then Milwaukee back-to-back, then Houston. So 9 out of your 10 games are going to be very difficult. That'll be a good test to see how the Raptors fare, although, again, I don't think they need to prove much to us right now. All right, Tom, question 4.
The team most threatening to the Raptors in the East is blank.
Team Giannis. And I'm not even talking about the team in the All-Star game, although I would love the Elam ending in the NBA. Whatever team Giannis is on, and it happens to be the Bucks, so I'm going to say the Milwaukee Bucks. Because we talked about all of the incremental improvement the Raptors made this year. Giannis has taken his game to another level, especially defensively. And so I don't think really anyone else could push the Raptors in the East aside from the Bucks.
It's weird. I think the Boston Celtics are being slept on a lot this season.
Okay.
They have the best record against the best 12 other teams in the league so far this season. Good net rating against them as well. And I think there's so much value in trying to chase down that number 2 spot in the Eastern Conference right now. We know teams 2 to 6, so that's Toronto, Boston, Philadelphia, Miami, Indiana, in no order in particular right now. They play each other extremely, extremely competitively. When you go down to 7 and 8, Orlando, Brooklyn, you have a bit of a drop-off respectfully on those teams. There's some value in finishing second and playing one of those 2 teams first. Boston's not too far behind Toronto right now. They have around the same strength of schedule the rest of the way, but I think there is some massive incentive for them to try to chase the Raptors down and take that 2 seed away from Toronto to get an easier first round matchup and then stay healthy enough to maybe face the Raptors as the 3 seed in the second round. I think you want to obviously avoid Milwaukee until the Eastern Conference Finals. That's the goal, so don't finish 4th or 5th. But I think, man, Boston, we got to watch out for them the rest of the way, I think.
Is there a player on that team above 6'7" that you would want to play in a playoff series?
No, but like I don't want Marcus Smart trying to tear people down from all directions. I don't want Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to go off like they have been doing. Gordon Hayward's playing the best stretch of basketball he has in a Celtics uniform, and Kemba's an all-star. That's a really, really good team. That's, again, they had some internal issues last year despite all the talent. It feels like those issues have been solved and the talent is now starting to come and show itself.
None of those guys you mentioned can guard Serge Ibaka or Marc Gasol, but continue.
All right, well, that's all I had. Last question, Tom.
The best dressed Raptor is blank.
Is this another one where we're going to be on the same page or no?
I don't know. I don't. You go first.
Well, I'm going to go Serge. I feel like you're thinking too much if you go beyond that. And I feel like, all right, you're thinking too much. Go.
Okay, I mean, he is Mufuzzi chef, right? He is a vet class A, 100% pure from the motherland. I love it, and I do think that he put OG up on scarves, for the record. But Serge also wears some outfits where it's like that only can be seen on a runway in Milan and not on Bloor Street or on Yonge Street. The best dressed Raptor.
My guy's not hanging out on Bloor Street or on Yonge Street more than he is in Milan if he had a choice. So anyways, go ahead.
The best dressed Raptor, when you're looking at consistently, I'm giving it to you every day, but I'm also giving you options.
I hate that this question's in here. Go.
Is Masai Bartholomew Ujiri, and that's not his middle name. I don't know what it is. Listen, how do you want to go? Do you want to go with dashiki? We can do that. Do you want to go suited up, tie, with the Windsor knot, with the half Windsor knot, with the 4-hand tie knot?
Oh my gosh.
He can do it. Air tie, no tie, suit with running shoes, he can do it. The guy with the best wardrobe, top down, clearly is Masai, making power moves, horsepower, has so much polo on, he's got horsepower. It's Masai.
I hate you.
All right. I was right.
That's Donnovan Bennett Faizal Khamisa. Leave your thoughts in the comments where you think the Raptors will finish, who you think their toughest opponent is, and yeah, who is the best dressed Raptor right now? Let us know. Bam.
Might be Patrick McCaw.
Okay. All right.